LSUODYSSEY.COM here with all of y'all. And I don't know if you saw the news, but LSU special teams coordinator / edge rushing coach John Jancic will no longer be with the team, with the staff. That's a long time Kelly loyalist, someone who played under Kelly back in 1989 at Grand Valley State, someone who was a GA under Kelly, coached under him at a few different places, comes to LSU, has been here the last 2 years, and just like a lot of other friends of Kelly's, just like a lot of guys who came with him from Notre Dame, one by one, a lot of them have gone. A lot of them have not been able to stand the test of the SEC. Kerry Cooks, safeties coach, gone. Brian Polian, recruiting coordinator, gone. And now John Jancic, gone as well. This seemed to be in the offing because Diaco and Slade Nagel were going to be sharing the special teams coordinator position. And Kevin Peoples was hired as the edge coach. So it took away his jobs, basically. They took away his titles. Gave them to, Bob Diaco and Slade Nagel are going to be co-special teams coordinators. And Kevin Peoples is taking over the edge rushers. So no room for Coach Jancic on staff. And the reason I think this is worth mentioning is because there's a lot of people who are doubting Brian Kelly right now for some weird reason. Doubting Brian Kelly's ability to shape this roster into a winning team next year. His ability to follow up that Heisman winning offense from last year with a new quarterback. A lot of holes in certain parts of the roster. What can Brian Kelly do? Blah, 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 blah. Year 3, pressure, all that. If you doubt his sincerity for winning a championship at LSU, look at how he has done this. Most coaches would have kept their friend right there in that spot. Oh, well, edge rushers, we weren't bad at edge this year. My guy is John Jancic. He's my, almost like a son figure to Brian Kelly. We're going to keep him no matter what. Even if Blake Bigger wants Kevin Peoples to come over from Mizzou, nope, no can do. Sorry. Even if Slade Nagel, Bob Diaco, probably the best for special teams, no can do. My guy's going to do it. Instead, Kelly took out the whole, it's not the right word to use here, but kind of nepotism in a way. Like, I'm going to have the guy that's my friend be in here, the guy that's my son, whatever relationship it is, that's going to trump what's good for the team. You cannot say that about Brian Kelly, win or lose from here on out. And looking at his entire LSU career, 2 seasons in, I can find about a billion different reasons to point out why Brian Kelly has put winning at LSU first. And I understand the Max Toscanos of the world would say, well, if you put winning first, how come you didn't sign this transfer? And how come you didn't get this? Well, things are a process. Winning is a process. Building a team back from where we were is a process. And here's the thing. We're building something that's going to be built to last. There's a lot of times guys like Jim Harbaugh would come into a program or a franchise. He did this in the NFL and with college. And he started something spectacular. Very quickly, huge turnaround, very quickly with all of his teams. And yes, he built something that lasted at Michigan, built something that really did last at Stanford, even beyond him. San Francisco, he built something that was very short term, and like the payoff could have been spectacular. They went to a Super Bowl, almost won the Super Bowl, went to like 3 NFC championship games in a row, almost got there. Okay. In comparison, LSU are building something where it's like, okay, almost. Now we're right here. We're on the mountaintop, and we're not going anywhere. We're going to be staying right here in this top 4 region for the rest of this time under Brian Kelly. That's what I'm looking at right now. When you talk about a 2024 class that isn't done yet and could still get another 5-star or 2 and finish in the top 5. You have the number 1 class of 2025. You have a badass quarterback leading your team this season. Possibly the best offensive line in the country. Definitely the strongest linebacker core in the SEC. And you're going to ask me, does Brian Kelly have enough ammunition to turn LSU into a winning program? He's already done it. It's now about turning it into a championship program. And he's well on his way.